This video is sponsored by World of Warships Legends.
Should be filling with water at this point. I was. That was amazing.
In today's video, we are taking some of our most popular methods of destruction and using them against some replica battleships.
Our experiments for today are inspired by our sponsor, World of Warships Legends, which brings you into epic battles where strategy and collaboration are key. You can download the game for free now and also get the Navy Warrior Special Edition pack for free. You'll get the Destroyer Campbelltown, 3 days of premium account, as well as in-game currency.
You can also check out the Texas Marine and Texas Ultimate editions, which will unlock the USS Texas. Warships are incredibly strong and tough to destroy, so we've got 5 model warships that we're going to try and destroy using 5 different items. It also so happens that we have 5 reasons why you'll love World of Warships Legends, which we'll tell you about as we go through these experiments.
Here's the basic idea. We're going to be using a metal foundry, some liquid nitrogen, some thermite, our green fire flamethrower, and finally some sodium to see what the best method for destroying a plastic battleship is. We've got our fire extinguisher flamethrower. The top screws right off, and you can fill it with pretty much whatever you want, either powder or liquid.
Or both.
In this case, what we're using is methanol, sold in these yellow heat containers, which burns a very light blue, almost impossible to see. But when we add some boric acid, sold as ant and roach killer, it makes it burn green. And we've just had a lot of fun making green fire and green flamethrowers in the past, so we figured that would be a wonderful send-off for this crazy battleship here. A green fiery death.
Guys, I really like blowtorches, but there is something I love more than blowtorches.
Flamethrower?
Flamethrower. Wow, that was so much happier than I even expected it to be.
Now it's on green fire.
Oh, best day ever. Not for the ship, but for me.
Liquid nitrogen is something we have had a ton of fun on this channel. I think you've probably seen some of it. Nitrogen is most commonly found in the air around us. The air is mostly nitrogen, more than 70%. However, if you cool it down enough, it turns into a liquid. And that is what we have here in this container.
Along with your t-shirt.
This is, where is this t-shirt from? This is just a plain blue t-shirt, and we use this as our stopper. We don't want too much liquid nitrogen coming up out, but we also don't want a solid cap because liquid nitrogen, as it warms up, can build up a lot of pressure.
Keeps our doer cool, almost as cool as the ship is about to be.
Haha, that's several hundred degrees below zero cool. It's pretty cool.
Pretty cool, guys. It's pretty cool.
Like the game.
Like the game.
World of Warships.
Play the game.
Legends.
I think it's already cracking in two.
I think it is.
There you go.
Even the best of battleships is not designed to hold this kind of cold. All right, I think we're ready to hit it with a hammer.
No more.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Holy cow. We're gonna be fighting that for the rest of our lives.
Broken.
Are you sure? I think we can save it.
No, it's broken.
Nate, you made a foundry.
I did. This is our metal foundry, and this particular metal foundry is probably the 4th iteration of metal foundries that have been built on this channel. The metal foundry came about because Grant was really trying to find a way to do metal melting at home, and everything he was finding had just like big fancy equipment that cost a lot. And so he just kept doing research and did several experiments finding how to make a metal foundry at home. The first one was concrete in a bucket, and then we moved up to using KO wool, and I added some fire brick into this one, which has helped it last quite a bit longer.
Yep, and we've got 3 different sizes. We have a massive metal foundry, which if we were to film with today, you wouldn't be able to see what we're doing. And then we have our micro metal foundry, but this one looks to be about the right size for this ship.
So the metal foundry runs off of propane. We've got a special regulator on our propane tank that lets it put out quite a bit of fuel at once. It's got 2 burners that come in the side while introducing just the right amount of oxygen for optimal heat. And this thing gets up to about 2,200 degrees, which is enough to melt a lot of metal like aluminum and copper and brass. Of course, it can also melt some lower temperature things like tin and lead. but you can usually do those with a blowtorch or your stove, so that might be a little less impressive. It does not get quite hot enough to melt, say, steel, but it does get it hot enough that you could use it for some blacksmithing if you want. It'll get it red hot, soften it up a fair bit. We're gonna see what it does to this ship.
What do you think it's gonna do?
I think it's going to just burn and melt right through it
don't think
in
it's gonna
very little
survive?
time. Not even a little bit. This thing is gonna be a goner. Now, before we put the ship into the foundry, we should point out that these model ships are based off of ships in real life. You can captain historically accurate ships from the US, the USSR, the UK, and several other countries. Blowtorch is a great way to light the furnace.
I'm just really upset that I'm not the one holding it.
Would you like to be?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you. Beautiful. Oh, already.
It's
We're
not surviving.
We're losing the structural integrity here.
Now
It's
it's on fire more.
I don't know what you were, did you know that it was on fire?
Yeah. Oh, now it's dripping into our foundry.
Once it's a liquid.
It's a very
it still on
It's
fire?
very on fire. Yeah,
That
it's still
looks
on fire
great.
as a liquid. And turning off the gas. Now
That's-
it's just the plastic burning on its end.
Wow. Why would you do that?
Trying to save our foundry a little bit.
Oh, I thought you were trying to save the boat. I
this-
think it's time for a new foundry. For our next destruction, we are going to be using thermite.
That's right. Thermite is a powder made from iron oxide and aluminum mixed nicely together into this fine dust you see.
So thermite burns extremely hot, extremely bright, and once it starts burning, there's really no way to stop it.
Kind of like playing World of Warships Legends. Once you start, you'll never stop.
Here we go. Yes! Woo! Oh my gosh, it's so warm. Yes!
I think this tripod's like on fire a little bit.
I think everything's on fire. It is raining ash. Oh,
my
my
gosh.
goodness. They're running away. I'm gonna be over here. That's awesome. I'm not burned. We all stood back at a safe distance. This is just soot that we're just covered in now from that. Pretty cool. Guys, we have a ridiculous amount of sodium.
Pretty big block of sodium. If you don't know, sodium is an elemental metal that you don't actually find in a pure form in nature because it's highly unstable, especially with water.
This is not water. We actually have this suspended in mineral oil to keep it safe for handling and transportation.
This prevents any moisture even from getting onto it and possibly reacting with the metal. Sodium is very common in things like salt. It's sodium chloride is what makes salt, and it's the same kind of sodium. It's just combined and formed into a crystal instead of being this metal brick that we have here. So,
When you say metal brick, I do want to explain, yes, it's a metal, but it is so soft you can actually cut it with a knife.
that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut pieces off of that block with a knife, and then we're gonna open up our ship here a little bit. We're gonna put some sodium metal inside the ship, and then we're gonna add a couple little holes. You know, ships in war get damaged a little bit, and we're gonna let it sit in a tub of water. And the thought is that some water will get into those holes, it will surround the sodium, and the sodium will explode. And that should be really, really cool. Hopefully we'll see a nice level of destruction of our ship.
Nate's got a ship full of sodium. I am taking our block of sodium very far away.
3, 2, 1. Should be filling with water at this point.
Okay.
I was.
Woo!
That was amazing.
Yes!
That was amazing.
I loved that.
Ooh, fire. question is, did it blow up all 3 pieces? Like, is there now just sodium scattered about somewhere? It exploded. I think you probably figured that part out.
So our ship's over here, and now I'm gonna attempt, our hole is all the way over here. Oh my gosh. That was not too warm to the touch. This one did not light on fire. Some of our circuitry. That was amazing. There's just pieces of ship everywhere. They hit the side of the dome too, I heard that.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
oh, and that's
it went
just
40
pouring
feet.
right through the plastic, isn't it? That is great. Guys, that was fantastic. 5 very fun ways to destroy some warships. There's plenty more where that came from our sponsor, World of Warships Legends.
Guys, this game is available for free on PS4, PS4 Pro, Xbox One, and Xbox One X.
Click the link in the description to check it out yourself.
I have a quest for you. Did you know that you had a friend? I gave him to you.
I caught on to that.
I named him Steve. Hey guys, we have a bunch of new stuff in our shop, including kits you can build yourself and shirts like this. Click down there if you want to see them, and we'll talk to you in the next one. See you then.